The European colonization of Asia was a centuries-long process that reshaped the political, economic, and social landscapes of the region. By the early 20th century, most of Asia had been divided among European powers, laying the groundwork for tensions that would later erupt into the Pacific War, 1941 to 1945. This colonization was driven by trade, military expansion, and political domination, with European powers seeking resources and strategic advantages. 1. Early European expansion in Asia. European exploration of Asia began during the Age of Discovery, 15th to 17th centuries, when Portugal, Spain, the Netherlands, and later Britain and France established trading posts and colonies. Some key developments included Portuguese and Spanish expansion. Portugal was the first to establish a presence in India, Goa, Malacca, and Macau, while Spain colonized the Philippines in the 16th century. Dutch and British dominance. The Dutch controlled the Dutch East Indies, modern-day Indonesia, while the British established rule in India, Burma, and Malaya. French Indochina. France took control of Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia, forming French Indochina by the late 19th century. By the early 20th century, most of Asia, except for Japan, Thailand, and parts of China, was under European rule. These colonies provided raw materials, cheap labor, and markets for European industries. 2. The impact of colonization. European rule significantly altered Asian societies. Economic exploitation. Colonizers extracted rubber, tin, oil, and spices, often at the expense of local economies. Cultural influence. Western education, legal systems, and Christianity spread throughout the colonies. Political resistance. Anti-colonial movements emerged, fueled by nationalist ideas and resentment toward European rule. 3. The rise of Japan and the road to the Pacific War. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Japan emerged as a major regional power, challenging European dominance in Asia. Japan's victory in the Russo-Japanese War, 1904 to 1905, demonstrated its military strength, and its expansionist ambitions clashed with European interests. When World War II began in Europe, Japan saw an opportunity to challenge Western imperialism. The attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941 and the rapid conquest of European colonies in Southeast Asia marked the beginning of the Pacific War, where Japan sought to establish its own empire by expelling Western powers from Asia. The European colonization of Asia set the stage for the Pacific War, as Japan positioned itself as a liberator from Western rule, though its own imperial ambitions led to brutal occupation policies. The war ultimately contributed to the decline of European colonial empires, as nationalist movements gained momentum after World War II, leading to decolonization and independence for many Asian nations in the mid-20th century.